Welcome to this channel. I'm Prem Prabhakaran. In the last video, we discussed about various features of Power BI. I hope you might have downloaded the Power BI Desktop version in your system, or you might have access to the Power BI service by now. Let's move on and understand the type of visualizations. By this time, I believe that you might have seen my earlier video on Power BI features, and you might have downloaded the Power BI Desktop, or you have access to Power BI service. If you don't have, please go and download the Power BI Desktop from the app.powerbi.com. Or if you're using Windows, you can go to Microsoft Store and you can search for Power BI. So the desktop version available in the Microsoft, you can click on search Power BI, and there are two apps available. One is the older version, and you can always go to the Power BI Desktop. You just click on that and install. So once you have this Power BI, you can start exploring yourself. So this is Google Analytics data. You can see a lot of visualizations over here. The name cards, the bar charts, pie charts, line charts for historical information. There are various type of visuals possible, and they have used key influencers and many other things. But you can always go and take sample data. So if you are new to visualization, always go to the samples data. There are a lot of beautiful visualizations which is more informative, and you can even try out all these, and you can extract, download and try it out yourself with the same data set what is provided over there. So click on samples. So you can see customer profitability, human service, human resources. Let me go to retail analysis, which is most commonly used. You can try anything which you like. If you connect to that, just need to connect to it, and you can see there is dashboard and reports. Both will be showing up along with the data set. Click on the reports and this will open. So this is all there for you to work on yourself. You can see pie chart. You can see a column chart. This is actually a column chart, even if it shows negative and positive. There are map, there are bubble charts, and even the legends. Then you can see there are multiple pages over here. You click on each pages, and this is not a snapshot. It is actually a table chart. So everything in Power BI is actually charts, and there are no text. If you go to focus mode, you can see that. And then this is again a column chart. So there are so many charts available. So how do you make it out? So there are so many visualizations. Main are chart visualization. Then there are text, gauge, map, and all those things. Here you can see bar chart, column chart, and all more familiar with you because you might have used Excels. There are scatter plots, donut plots, gauges. There are various gauges available, which is very, very useful on a business context. Ribbon charts, funnel and waterfall, and tree map, which is relatively new and highly used in most of the business context. Decomposition, if you are a retail, a marketing background, then decomposition definitely helps a lot. And clustered charts and ribbon charts are something which you can use based on your business context. There are so many other charts which we can in this session we'll go one by one to that. And definitely, yes, if you're using KPIs, you have card, multi-row card, and KPI cards, along with the slicers, table, and matrices. This is commonly used in all the KPIs. And there are geo map, which I will show you in some time. So the major charts we will be explaining in this video. As you can see in the retail analysis sample, you can pin a visual to dashboard. So there are reports and dashboard, as I mentioned earlier. So you can always create a report, and which has all this property. You can add a comment to collaborate with your peers. So that can be possible at the report level or at the tile level. You can sort, you can show as a table, you can export the data, you can share with Microsoft Teams. There are many options possible. And once you create all these charts, you can decide whether to show this in the dashboard or not. Let's go and edit a sample report which is provided by them. So here you can see filters, visualizations, and fields. These are the three key fields apart from the report area. Some of the area chart and all the visualizations which we have already explained. So let's go deep into that. So the line and stack which I mentioned and the ribbon chart, these all are by default available. There are key influencers which I have not explained earlier, which is a very powerful feature as well, because if you have a data, you can actually drag in and understand the correlations between them. So let's create one new page and start creating our own visualizations. So I'm not going to each and every visualizations, but rather I will go into the data areas and show you what is most relevant or something which you may not have tried out in any other tools. So you can see in the field all the data sources are shows up. So you can connect from multiple data sources. Here you can see I just dragged in district and it understands that this is a table because based on the data type it is. So I have added district managers as well, but yeah, I'll remove the district. So the district managers is a table chart, and you can actually view as actual size, which will expand the report a bit, the size, or the best suggested option is fit to page, and you can always go to the properties and increase the size of it. Here I will try out something like a map because that is more useful. You might have been familiar with the chart and clustered columns and everything. So the map is a very powerful feature because for each district manager you can see to which all territories they are operating and which all particular pin codes or any minute details, street level information. If you have, you can go into that level details. Say for example, if I add territory, you can see a globe icon next to that territory, that because it's already a data type is related to map. So you can see Mr. Broad is operating in two areas. Carlos is operating in Ohio and Pennsylvania. So for each district manager, you can see in the map where all they are operating. Now if you want to see how much they are selling, you take a decomposition map, because this will allow you to add so many dependencies between the data. So if you take simply the total units sold, you can see around 4 million sold this year by all these district managers. Now how do you know who has sold the most, and which all categories are sold? So if you select district manager and category, there's always a plus icon showing up, so you can keep adding. So the moment you chose that, there is high value, low value options possible. So you can sort by the max or min. You can see Mr. Andrew has sold the most with 800,000 plus, and which all category he has sold. So same way you can click on any of the person. So Valerie is second. So you can see in the map where all they are operating, how much is the amount they have actually performed. So specifically in sales and marketing, this will help a lot. You can assess the performance of each of your sales manager, which is the better benefit. Of course, you can add a name card, because in almost all the KPI dashboards you add the name card, multi-row or single row name card. So here you can see the 4 million, and if you want decimals, you can always add the decimal. See, if you click on any of the district manager, it will automatically show up the data in the name card. Let me add a gauge. Gauge is also a very powerful way to show the KPIs. Here it shows 4 million. Now definitely you can show against a min or max value. So you can either create a parameter and add it over here, or you can put a fixed number. Let me show a tree map, because this is more powerful than a gauge, what I feel. So I added the same total units sold. So 4 million it shows as full heap. Now when I add the district manager, it has actually sorted based on the sales volume. So the guy who has sold more will have a bigger portion of the tree map. You can add tooltips. So suppose you don't want to show something over there, but when you move around your mouse you want to see more information, then you can add those things in the tooltip. The map, actually there are 3 type of map. So ARCGIS is a very interesting and powerful map, but there is a limitation that if you export to PDF or PowerPoint, this will not show up in the document. So if you want to show in a presentation, this is not a good map to show up. Let me show you some slicers. So slicers are something which will help filtering. Definitely when you click on any of this data, it gets filtered, whether it is map or table or decomposition or tree map or anything you click on the page, because since we did not put any other specific filter on any tile, it will filter it out. But I just added the time in the slicer. So this is very beneficial when you use a historical data. Sorry. So let me remove the slicer header, because it is obvious that it is date parameter, so you don't have to specifically show. The moment you move the slicer, it changes all the values. So based on the date, month, quarter or year, any historical period, you can just drag the slicer. You can make it as a list or a drop down or anything, but usually when you show the time, it is better to show a slider. Go to app source and find more and more visuals. So you can see word cloud, which in one shot you can understand which customer or which sales guy has performed better. There are various charts available, enormous number of charts available, and you have to explore and find out what is relevant for your business. So there are all charts and advanced analytics, data visualizations and Power BI certified. All these things are there to explore. When you click on each and every tile, it will give you the information with some visualizations. So it's a shareable content. Most of them are free, so you can download and start using each one of them. The KPI dashboards are most widely used, and advanced analytics. There are time series charts and forecast informations available, like different types of forecast, and based on the algorithms and models it is available. And Enlighten is something which you can use for text analytics. I think this part I have to leave to you, because you will have to try out what is most relevant for your business. And definitely there are standard charts available, but it is always better to use advanced charts and be aware of what is available in the app source. This will definitely help you in the long run. You must try it out yourself. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and this will be a good starting point for you to start with the visualizations. Note that everything in Power BI is a visualization. Whether it is a text, these text visualizations are also possible. So try out yourself and let me know your comments. And please like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.